Hey everybody, it's another postseason wrap up, and this time I am sitting here, and you're the actual president, right?
Yes.
And how many people voted for you?
How many?
Yeah.
28.
See, that's more people than voted in our actual election. But you're the president of the Valley Altamont Association.
Yes.
It's Kaleo Freitas.
Yes.
Yes, and now, besides being a president, you're also kind of a member too, aren't you?
Yes, we all are.
I remember like the night of the final race when we were down here at the Run for the Wallies. You were telling me as we're driving down the track, you know, I keep thinking, oh my God, look how fast they're going, and I forget I'm one of these guys that does the same thing. Is it easy when you're on the other side of the wall to forget that you
Yes.
do that?
It is, I guess, because of the adrenaline, and it happens real quick. So I'm a bike guy, so I run 790s at 168 miles an hour to 170, and it happens all in a blur.
Ooh.
So, and it's kind of when you're in that focus and in that spur of time, everything gets quiet.
So you can get like a...
like a tunnel vision kind of thing. And all you're focusing is where you're gonna go, your target.
Now, I talked to Mark, and Mark is kind of the track, the nuts and bolts guy. But when it comes to you, it's almost like there's the zen of racing, you know? It's almost spiritual when you talk about it. I mean, do you find yourself going to the church of horsepower?
Well, you know that speed equates to bucks.
Oh, yeah.
And like anything else, like all motorsports. And the faster you wanna go, the more money you need to spend. And, but you can't buy that adrenaline that you get from racing. And I come from a racer and a director and then now a president. So this past 2019 was my first year as being president, as that capacity. I've always been as a director. And as a director, we do everything and anything that's needed for the club. So, but at this point, doesn't mean that we're directors, we can't race. So we want to get back. I know Mark's talking about getting back into racing. I want to do a little bit more next season. And, our focus is just to make the track as safe as possible.
And that's something too, is because I was talking to him about like track improvements, and he said, you're one of the guys responsible for the area that we actually hang out in when we come down here with NAPA, the little area beside the bandstand where the t-shirts and stuff are. That was your idea.
Yeah, we needed a space that would take care of our overflow of spectators, and to try and promote sponsorship and designate an area for you guys, that want to do sponsorship throughout the year.
Yeah, and I know this year, we've mentioned the sponsors, we've mentioned NAPA, we've mentioned Q103 and a couple of other people, but the people that we haven't mentioned, and this is the one thing. What was your favorite food truck of the 2019 season?
Oh, I love Heka.
Yeah.
Chicken Heka is by far my favorite thing. And I would have to say chicken Heka.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just going to put a vote in there for the poi mochi guys. That was awesome.
Oh yeah. Now on that aspect, the poi mochi is really good.
Yeah.
And there's so much different flavors that it's hard to pinpoint what flavor you actually like because of having all the extra sauces on the side, and your taste buds just kind of go crazy with
That's
that.
what you do, is that. So it's like one of the things when it comes to the Raceway Park and the environment that you guys have tried to create.
Right.
It is one of those experience things.
Yes.
Like it's not just experiencing the horsepower of the big cars or the motorcycles or even the fun of the grocery getter race.
Right.
I really wanted to enter that. My wife said no. She was like, do you know how bad your insurance premium is already?
Yep.
No. But you guys are like really creating a family type of experience. You don't come down here and just witness one thing. It's a lot of stuff. So, kudos to you.
Well, that's kind of the whole concept behind it. We run our racetrack like Ohana, where it's family oriented, kids, wives, husbands, spouses, uncles, aunties, grandmoms, the whole thing. And then that's why we try to create areas for our spectators, our fans, sponsors, so that everybody can enjoy. You know, once the idea is to get them here, once they get here, probably 98% of the time they're hooked. They'll be back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm already looking forward to February. Now, here's the thing. So I asked Mark in another video, I said, do you have any predictions for 2020? So I want to ask you, since you're the president, you're the guy that's the bigger one up in the totem pole. What do you think is the biggest prediction for 2020?
Well, I think 2020 will have a full season. And with that full season, hopefully we'll have a safe season. And we can bring in more people. And I'm hoping that we'll have a lot of fast cars, out-island cars. Maybe we can get Ron Capps over here. That's the
dream.
The prediction will be, the goal hopefully will be to have Ron Capps. That's by the end of the year.
Well, I mean, we've just wrapped up one season, so I know usually there's too many people to thank, but if you could make a short list of people to thank that helped out over the 2019 season, who would it be?
Well, it would be all our sponsors. You know, like Sunbelt. You've got Safety Systems. You got NAPA that helps us out. I mean, we got a whole long list of guys that come out here, but without the sponsors, this wouldn't happen. You know, and outside of that, I mean, our representatives that helped us to build our facility. And without them, we wouldn't have what we have today. You know, we had a nice track before that with all that happening, but it's just so much more now.
It is way much more.
You know, and it's an ongoing project that we keep working with as far as trying to get our track up to standards, as far as safety-wise, you know. There's always that march ahead to try and make the track better.
Yeah.
You know.
But the safer it is, the faster they go.
Well, not necessarily.
I was hoping that was the payoff there. All right, safety first, I guess. Well, Kaleo, thanks for joining me today.
Well,
thank you for a very successful 2019 season that you invited us to be along. And, well, I hope we're back for the next one because I really like watching the cars from where we're at.
We're excited to see you guys all in 2020.
All right, so you guys check out mrp.org if you need any information during the off season. And, of course, please don't drive like you're at the tracks out there. Have a very safe and happy holiday season, and we'll see you back here at the start in February.
Aloha.